Joshua Fields Millburn and Ryan Nicodemus, the famed minimalists who have helped more than 20 million people make more of their lives with less. They have a new documentary now streaming on Netflix. It's called The Minimalist. Less is now.
They use a little minimalism with that introduction. That was a lot of words. Film critic Pam Powell had a chance to talk with the duo about the film and how you can begin simplifying your life.
Just take a look around at your average basement or attic or garage. What do you see? All the things we forgot we even owned. Boxes and bins and entire rooms stuffed with stuff.
And what is one thing that you could recommend to everybody to do, especially during the holidays when we get lots of stuff that we just do not need? What's one recommendation that you could give to our viewers to help in starting along this journey that is going to take some time and it isn't an overnight success?
Right. At the end of our film, we have something called the Less Is Now Challenge. And we realized that sometimes decluttering can be kind of boring and it can also be intimidating. No one knows where to start because the average American household has 300,000 items in it. We're burdened by all of this stuff and we don't even know where to start. And so the 30-day Less Is Now Challenge works like this. At the beginning of the month, you find a friend, a family member, a coworker, someone who's willing to let go of some stuff with you. And on the first day of the month, you each decide to get rid of one item. The second day of the month, 2 items. Third day of the month, 3 items. So forth and so on. So it starts off really easy, gets you that momentum you need, but by the middle of the month, it gets more difficult. Day 15, you're like, oh no, I need to get rid of 15 items today, but then tomorrow I have to get rid of 16 items. So whoever goes the longest wins. You can bet whatever you want, a nice meal, $1 million, whatever you got. And whoever goes the longest wins. If you both make it to the end of the month, then you've both won, though, because you've gotten rid of about 500 items, and that's a really good start.
Josh still owes me $1 million, by the way.
Another 10 years, you might be right.
Checks in the mail.
I have to ask you a question, too, with genders. And I think about, you know, I've got a long jacket to go with my dresses that I wear. I have a short jacket. I have a ski jacket. I have a hiking jacket. I got a lot of jackets. Do you see a difference? It's got to go with the outfit, you know? So I would have a hard time purging my jackets and, quite honestly, my shoes and my boots, too. So do you see a difference between men and women with this?
Yeah, sure. I see a difference between all people with this. You know, my wife is certainly a minimalist, and when I met her, that was not one of the things that was like so appealing to me. But like, what was appealing to me is we shared similar values, right? I don't care specifically what stuff she owns. There isn't a list of the most appropriate items that everyone should own because it is different for each person. Right. And what I'll say to you is, if you get immense value from your jackets, then great. If you get immense value from your shoes, I'm not the one who's going to tell you that you should get rid of them. There is no should. However, we do have something called the spontaneous combustion rule. We have a free ebook on our website. It's called The Minimalist Rule Book, 16 Rules for Living with Less. And one of those rules is the spontaneous combustion rule. So maybe go into your closet tonight, take a look at one of those jackets or one of those pairs of shoes and look at it and say, if this spontaneously combusted, how would I feel about it? Would I be upset or would I be a little bit relieved? And if I'm relieved, then, man, I'm going to give myself permission to let go of it.
Wow, that is awesome. I will give that a shot. Can you tell our viewers when is your movie premiering and tell them how they can follow you, because you don't just have the documentary, but you've got ebooks and podcasts and oh my goodness, what else?
Well, we certainly we are vehicle agnostic when it comes to telling our stories. So yeah, we've got all those things, but the movie comes out on January 1st. You can find it on Netflix. And then for all that other stuff you were talking about, you can just go to theminimalists.com and find everything there.
Fantastic. Ryan, Josh, thank you both so much. Next time I talk with you guys, I will have a little different background with less dog toys. I don't know if you can see those or not, and less books in the corner.
Hey, we don't judge. We just relate.
Amen to that. Thank you so much.
What would you be sad if it combusted?
I'm fairly minimal as it is, so too much to go away, I'd be very sad about.
Oh, no. Well, the film is now streaming on Netflix.
And you should check out Chuck and Pam's Facebook page as well. They have a website. You can sign up for their newsletter. All sorts of good stuff there for you.